Hey everyone! We've got some electrifying news for you today. Conor McGregor, the famous UFC fighter, just surprised everyone with a bombshell announcement. He took to social media to reveal that he's going to box Logan Paul, the YouTube sensation turned boxer. Rumors are swirling that the fight might take place in India, a country with a growing interest in combat sports. Wow, this announcement has set the entire fighting community abuzz. Everyone is talking about it. Fans and experts alike were taken aback by McGregor's unexpected decision. People were already speculating about McGregor's return to the UFC octagon. Many thought he would face Ilia Topuria, a rising star in the UFC. But McGregor had other plans. Instead, he's shifting his focus to this high-profile boxing match with Logan Paul. Some believe this is a strategic move for McGregor to boost his earnings and expand his brand. However, others argue that it could be detrimental to his fighting career in the long run. This latest twist only adds more intrigue to McGregor's already fascinating career. We'll just have to wait and see how this unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates. So when did we last see McGregor in the UFC? It's been a while, hasn't it? It was back in July 2021 during the heat of summer. He fought Dustin Poirier for the third time in a highly anticipated match. Unfortunately, it didn't go well for McGregor. The fight ended in disappointment. He hurt his leg really badly, and the doctor had to stop the fight. It was a tough moment for him. That marked his second loss in a row against Poirier, a bitter pill to swallow. Before those two losses, McGregor had a significant victory in January 2020. He knocked out Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone in just 40 seconds, showcasing his striking prowess. That fight reminded everyone how good of a striker McGregor is, reigniting his fans' hopes. But after the losses and being away from fighting for so long, people wonder what's next for McGregor. Is he still the same fighter? He's 36 now, which is getting older for a fighter. Age is catching up with him. It would be tough for him to become a champion again, given the young and hungry talent in the UFC. This potential boxing match with Logan Paul makes things even more unclear. Is he shifting his focus? It seems like McGregor might want the money and fame more than winning a UFC title. His priorities appear to be changing. Perhaps he's looking to secure his legacy outside the octagon, focusing on his family and business ventures. Whatever the future holds, McGregor's fans will be eagerly watching, hoping for one more iconic moment. Okay, so this McGregor and Logan Paul fight is still just an idea. It's been floating around in the media and among fans, generating a lot of buzz and speculation. McGregor said he wants to do it, but we haven't heard from Paul yet. Logan Paul has been busy with his other ventures, including his podcast and various business deals. People are saying the Ambani family might organize it. The Ambanis are known for their lavish events and deep pockets, making them a perfect fit for such a high-profile fight. We don't know much about the fight yet. Details like the date, venue, and rules are still up in the air, leaving fans eagerly waiting for more information. But it sounds like it would be a big show, kind of like when Paul boxed Floyd Mayweather Jr. in 2021. That event drew massive crowds and media attention, setting a precedent for this potential fight. India would be a cool place for the fight. The country has a rich history of sports and a growing interest in boxing, making it an exciting location. Lots of people in India love fighting, and McGregor and Paul are famous all over the world. Their global fan bases would likely travel to see the fight, adding to the event's grandeur. It could be a huge event. The atmosphere would be electric, with fans from all over the world coming together to witness this spectacle. Some people don't like the idea of this fight. Critics argue that it could undermine the integrity of both boxing and UFC, turning the sport into more of a spectacle than a competition. They think it's not a real competition and it's bad for boxing and UFC. Purists believe that such fights detract from the skill and dedication required in these sports. But it would be a huge event with two super famous people. The star power alone would draw in viewers, making it a must-watch event for many. We'll have to see if it actually happens. Until then, fans and critics alike will continue to speculate and debate the potential showdown. Section 4. What this means for McGregor and the UFC. This fight with Logan Paul is a big deal for McGregor and the UFC. McGregor could make a ton of money, maybe even more than when he boxed Mayweather in 2017. That was the biggest money-making fight ever. But does this mean McGregor doesn't care about winning in the UFC anymore? He's not trying to get a title while he's doing this boxing match. The UFC has a tough choice. McGregor is their biggest star, Everyone wants to watch him fight. But he's not fighting in the UFC right now. What if he doesn't come back? This shows how things are changing in fighting. The UFC is different from these big celebrity boxing matches, but they're all kind of mixing together now. Section 5. Conclusion. What's next for McGregor? This Logan Paul thing is another crazy twist in McGregor's story. Everyone's talking about it and wondering what he'll do next. Sure, he'll make a lot of money, but what about his reputation as a fighter? The UFC is definitely paying attention. They need McGregor, but they don't know what he's going to do. We just have to wait and see. McGregor always does surprising things. We'll all be watching to see what happens next in his crazy career.